Man, what a tough fucking week. Jesus Christ. 2 weeks, actually. Um, I mean, there's a good news. The good news is I earned my highest score. It's actually interesting. I said highest score first, not money. Wait, give me a second. Okay, so yeah, got the highest score so far, a new high score rather, which is 6,900. Technically 7,900 since it's part of the same project. I was vibe coding for my client essentially some projects, and some of it is not done yet, so I do need to finish that. But that's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty cool. But at the same time, it doesn't feel that good. I mean, for two reasons. One is um, it's only like 2,000 higher than the other one, which is still pretty cool. But two is because it's from my main work and not from my business or something, which is annoying. Like I always knew I could do that anyway. With like it's like seriously, like I never had that out. Like the reason I skipped going for 10K and I didn't get 10K a month yet is because I didn't want to do it the way that I would have done it, which is through just getting more clients for YouTube strategy, right, or YouTube stuff in general. Um, but I mean, it is what it is. Um, yeah, but it is pretty tough week, 2 weeks, because I've just been working a lot on a lot of deadlines, and some things are kind of behind, and all that stuff. And it's really annoying. My brain is kind of fried. I just want to like die and not do anything. But alas, that's not how things work, unfortunately. And so I have to do things. But it is just talking with my coach. Um, it is in a way also, a um, good test for me in general, right? It's like I did go to gym. If you actually think about it, it's pretty impressive. Actually, I got to give myself credit. I mean, throughout these last weeks, I was working my ass off. I was still going to the gym, and I was still taking breaks, and I was still more or less maintaining my sleep schedule, which is like pretty good. I mean, like if I can do all of that while working, that's pretty good, right? That is very good, in fact. So I just need to make sure I can sustain it. So if I can sustain it while doing this, that is like that's an achievement, right? That's pretty good. Um, oh boy, I'm pretty fucking tired though right now. Not gonna lie, just want to chill. But um, yeah, there was something else I was gonna say. Yeah, I realize honestly, it is very important. Like for some people, this may not be really an issue, but for me, it feels like it is. It is pretty important to prioritize rest. Like it has to be part of the thing. Like focusing on sleep is important. Focusing on gym is important. Like Sunday, I'm gonna have a day off. Like no matter what, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm having a day off, because if I don't do these things, especially having the day off, then I can end up burning out. And then just long term, it's not going to be good. It's like, people will tell you, so some people who hustle and shit, they'll tell you that, like, oh, stop being such a pussy, just like work more and then do overnights. But the thing is, like, I can do that, and I did that before. But it's not actually good because long term, and not even like crazy long term. I'm talking about like in a span of a month, right? Or a week, even like the next week. If I don't take care of myself, and if I make sure that I don't burn out, then I will just sacrifice productivity later on, right? It's going to be worse later. So it's not a good idea to make yourself burn out, really. You do need to make it sustainable. And I'm very happy with the pace I'm going. So making yourself burnt out for like a stupid reason would be so dumb. So that is like a lesson I'm learning. Like really need to focus on rest if I feel like I need rest, just you need to take a rest. Like things are not like most of the time are not really gonna like burn. Like so what if a video is late a little bit? Like for example, like but one day like I mean okay like sure if you're doing it all the time you might get fired, but um still like like most of the time, you know, it's not like things are not gonna explode. So yeah, that's that. Next thing I learned really is that I need to be way more protective of my time. I knew this, but it's not as easy as it sounds when you have like a job and stuff that you need to do, especially when it's you know you're working for yourself. It's even harder because it's not the same as work, where you can really draw hard lines. But in this case, it's not really like that, and I have like deadlines and stuff that I'm directly responsible for. You know, it's like I'm not just like a random worker. I'm you know more like a basically like a director or a CEO essentially for what I'm responsible for, where it's like directly my responsibility that that thing gets like out at the time that it needs to be out and stuff, right? So um I can't like it's easy for me to just be like you know ignoring it or whatever, but it is very important to protect your time because I took like that big project that earned me this money, and this is part of the reason I don't really feel that good about that money. Although it is pretty nice to have that money, but um, the reason like I don't really feel that good about it is because I took that project. I took like uh, you know I was working basically for my clients only for the last like 3 to 4 weeks. I kind of lost count because like oh my god like it was such a blur, um, and uh, I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything for myself basically in terms of growing my own things, and that is really not good. It's very fucking frustrating because you know if you're trying to analyze your growth and like if you really want to grow, you really need to like sit down and think okay like what's the number one thing I'm gonna do. Like if I had 2 hours to work 2 hours a day to work on one thing or 1 hour a day to work only, what would I work on? And that kind of thing, right, is the thing that I have not been able to do for the last 3 weeks, and it's like so fucking frustrating because I'm like fuck like oh it's like gut wrenchingly fucking frustrating and painful because I'm like fuck I'm like stuck like it's painful to me. To normal employees, like to other people, like they don't give a fuck. But to me, this feels like so like gut wrenchingly painful because I'm like, fuck, man. I'm not like growing up in my income, and like, fuck. Like technically, I did, but and that's the silver lining here. I mean, sure, like you know, like there's also silver lining in the fact I learned a lot. So you know, so it's like kind of fine, but yeah, still very frustrating. So yeah, I'm just gonna be very protective of my time, and you know, these I record these things more like as a lesson for myself, right? Just so I remember them as an update, as like thoughts, stuff like that. It's like a journal, and I gotta really like next time my client is gonna tell me like, hey, do these vibe coding things, or like a long project, depending on what it is. Um, if it's like something like vibe coding, I'll tell them I'll hire a vibe coder and I will manage them. Obviously, I'll charge for that, like I don't know, oh, but a lot less, like maybe like 1,000 or something. Um, and mm, that way, at least I don't have to sacrifice all of my time. But I mean, I have to spend some time on it, but not, you know, 50 hours. Maybe like a few hours, maybe like writing up the design document or whatever specification, and you know, talking to them, and reviewing the work. Um, And then if he does give me like a bigger project that is not that, and like something like only I can do, I'll just have to tell him like the deadline, like how long it would take me to do it. Because like I'll tell him like, look, I can't like put literally all of my time in that. Like I can't. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to do that. And it will be a little bit of an uncomfortable conversation, but you know, what else he's gonna do? I mean, worst case, he's gonna give it to someone else to do, which I guess is fine. Like some other strategist. Um, I just gotta ruthlessly protect that time that I'm gonna work on. And this is also kind of scary and kind of frustrating for me because I'm going to Georgia for like to fucking lock in and grow. And if I'm gonna spend all my fucking time on him, well, I'm gonna be fucked. I'm gonna be cooked. So I have to be very careful with that. Yeah. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna go chill and watch um, James Bond, I guess. See you fuckers.